Okay, so what if I told you that the real secret to lasting wealth isn't about earning more money, but about seeing history in a completely new way? Today, we're diving into a powerful pattern, one that explains why some fortunes last for centuries, while others, well, they just vanish. It's a totally fresh way to look at how wealth really works.
I mean, think about it. It's a puzzle we've all seen play out, right? You have these mighty empires. They rise, they fall, and all their incredible fortunes just turn to dust. But then, you have these family dynasties that seem to just defy history itself, holding on to their wealth generation after generation. What is their secret? What did they figure out that entire nations somehow missed? That's the mystery we're going to unpack right now.
And the answer? Well, it lies in this hidden pattern, a story of two totally different strategies for building a fortune. You've got the empire on one side and the dynasty on the other. And believe me, their approaches could not be more different.
So here's where things get really interesting. Empires are obsessed with one thing: income. They tax, they conquer, they collect. And yeah, it generates a ton of cash flow. But it's fragile, you know? The second that activity stops, the money stops. Dynasties, though, they're playing a completely different game. They focus on control of the assets themselves. So their wealth isn't just big, it's built to last, protected by systems that are designed to endure for generations.
And that right there, that leads us to the single most important secret that separates those fleeting riches from real, lasting prosperity. It's the idea that these wealthy families have guarded for centuries. True generational wealth isn't about the income you make, it's about the assets you control.
So, what does control actually mean in this context? Let's make it simple. Think of it like this. Anyone can collect a rent check from a building. That's income. It's great. But control, that's owning the entire real estate company that manages 100 of those buildings. See the difference? It's not just about earning the money. It's about owning the system that produces the money. That's the game-changing shift.
And look, this whole focus on control, it's not some new fad. The tools have just gotten a lot slicker over time. Way back when, it was simple. Kings controlled physical gold, direct control. But as finance got more complicated, so did the tools. You had private capital vehicles to pool control together, then legal structures like tax shelters, and of course, trust funds. Every single one of these is just a more modern version of that same ancient idea. Lock in control of your assets for the long haul.
Okay, so how do you start thinking like a dynasty? We're going to look at a playbook used by a global superpower. And the craziest part? The exact same strategy they used is available to you right now. Now, this is where your jaw might drop a little. For years, China strategically bought up massive amounts of U.S. treasuries. They were essentially lending money to the U.S. government. So why would they do that? Simple. To earn super reliable interest, to store huge amounts of wealth safely, and to basically piggyback on America's economic stability to grow their own power. It was a national strategy of asset control.
And that just begs the question, doesn't it? If an entire country can build wealth and influence using this exact financial system, why can't an individual? The mechanics are exactly the same. The opportunity is the same. It's available to you.
So let's break down this tool, U.S. Treasuries. At the end of the day, they're just loans you make to the U.S. government. But look what they offer. First off, you get interest payments backed by the world's largest economy. Can't get much safer than that. Plus, that income is often exempt from state and local taxes, which is a huge bonus. All of this makes them the perfect vehicle for storing wealth, stabilizing your income, and building a super reliable, low-risk cash flow. This isn't just investing, this is setting up a foundation of financial control.
All right, so how do we actually do this? How do we make it practical? It all starts with a huge mindset shift. It's about going from a banker mindset to a builder mindset. It's about taking active control, using a framework that's designed to put you in the driver's seat of your own financial life.
See, most of us operate with what you could call a banker mindset. It's the default setting. You're a passive participant in a system you don't own, and your behavior is just being tracked by someone else. You're basically just a number on someone else's spreadsheet. But the builder mindset? Whoa. That flips the whole script. You become the one creating the structure. You're the one providing the proof. You're not a participant anymore. You're an active creator, the architect of your own financial system. That's real control.
And this isn't just theory. There's a practical toolkit here.
Step 1. Adopt ledger thinking. That's just a fancy way of saying you start tracking your finances with the same rigor as a serious business. Step 2 is using a Vault ID, creating your own identifiers for your own financial structures. Step 3, certified behavior, means you formally document your financial moves with proof that's verifiable. And the final step, the big goal, is to use this new, self-created system of proof to replace your dependence on those old legacy institutions. It's all about building your own authority.
And when you put all this together, it leads to this powerful new identity, the financial historian. And it's a philosophy that's built on one core skill, learning to see the hidden financial patterns that shape our world, so you can consciously choose to break the ones that just don't serve you.
And really, it all comes down to this one single empowering idea. If I can prove the pattern, if I can truly understand it, then I can break it. That's the essence of this mindset. Once you understand exactly how a system works, you get the power to navigate it on your own terms. You stop being just a subject of the rules, and you start becoming a real player in the game. So listen, if you take one thing away from all this, let it be this. The ultimate goal here isn't just to earn more money. That's small thinking. This is about a fundamental shift in power. It's about going from being a passive consumer in a system built by others to becoming the active creator of a system that is built specifically for you. And I'm just going to leave you with one last thought to chew on. When it comes to things like U.S. Treasuries, the government pays interest either way. That's a fact. That money is going out the door no matter what. So the only real question is, who gets to collect it? Other nations or you? The system is there. The opportunity is there. The choice is yours.